and welcome. This is the For Fun of Knit video log. I've been calling it a podcast, podcast, all about knitting, and this is sort of my pre-Vlogmas intro. So it's November 30th when you will be watching this, and I thought I would just cover off a few things before I start on the Vlogmas festivities. The purpose or the reason for me doing it is I just love Christmas. Everything about it, whether you celebrate Christmas as it is or just the holiday season, Hanukkah, whatever it is that you celebrate during this festive time, it is one of the most, if not the warmest time of year. From the heart, that is, not necessarily the temperature. So it's a great time to spread some of that Christmas cheer, and that is the purpose for me, or the drive for me, to share a little bit of my life through the coming weeks in December, hoping to just spread a little bit of Christmas cheer to whoever feels like watching it. That said, Vlogmas typically is every day. I can't commit to every single day. Thank you for those of you who do, because I watch your Vlogmases as well, but I will try for at least every day, if not every other day, and I'll group them and make sure that they're well itemized, I guess. But I also want to include a few other things in my Vlogmas, some videos that I've taken recently that I haven't had an opportunity to show yet. So there might be a little bit of office redecorating, and that's what we're going to show today in just the intro, sort of the starting point of the way my knitting space used to look. And then I'll take a couple of opportunities to show you the progress towards its current state. You can see a little bit behind me. And happy to share the finished sort of, there's one or two things that still need to be done, but hey. We're going to have all the traditional stuff like the Advent openings and, you know, sharing some, I have some winter boxes. We're going to share that, share some of the baking and whatever festive endeavors I get up to between now and Christmas. And Christmas for us, we are a Dutch background. My parents are Dutch. And so Christmas for us, or the super festive season, ends on the 24th. It doesn't technically end, but that's sort of the huge celebration point. Traditionally in Holland, if I'm not mistaken, the 25th is a very serene, sort of sparse day. The 24th is all of the festivities and the gifts and the great food. December 5th is also a big gift-giving opportunity in Holland, traditionally, I think. But so lots of sharing of all those little tidbits between now and December 24th. But that was to say that December 24th will be sort of the last one. Not only that, as of the 27th, I won't be in the country anymore. So fingers crossed on that one. Apparently there's a new variant of COVID. Oh, yay. But I'm not going to worry about that. We're going to focus all on the fun stuff. And to start off with, a couple things I'd like to do before I show the video of my office or my knitting space prior to redecorating is I have decided to join Nitty Natty on the Vlogmas 2021. And so I have a bit of a dilemma. I want to make Christmas socks. I think you have until the end of December, maybe even the end of January. I'm not too sure on the dates, but check out Nitty Natty if you want to do a sock along. It's called Vlogmas 2021. And I have pulled a selection of my Christmas skeins, Christmas yarns, and I can't decide. So these are the ones I just pulled out. I have more. And I cannot decide on which ones I want to actually wind up. So let me just share them with you. If you have a few moments, which I'm hoping that you do. I have a selection of dyers, and all of these are fabulous. So this is Shirley Bryan yarns. You know she has the normal fades. I don't know if this one is a self-striping or not, but it's called Holly Jolly Pajama Party. I love the name, but look at those colors. That's an option. Don't know what this skein is called. Somebody, if you remember, it came in 2019. It was the Grocery Girls Jingle Balls. Maybe it's called Jingle Balls. And it came with 2 minis. I wonder what happened to the minis. I'll have to hunt those down. came with a mini that was sort of the purpley pinky color and then sort of an aqua blue color. But this one has been a non-traditional Christmas color that I have been wanting to skein up for a while. So that would be a deep stash one. That's kind of fun. And I think that was from Hello Stella Yarns, if I'm not mistaken. It could be Hello Stella, not 100% sure. Homespun House, Molly from a Homespun House. Look at the colors. Oh my goodness, does that not just speak to you? And this one is called, sorry, I need my glasses, Merry and Bright. That does not look good in the lighting. Merry and Bright. Oh, I love this. I love this. It's so happy. Pair it with a little bit. I have minis, as you know, and I'm about to get more minis. I could probably pick out a little bit of the aqua or some of the red. Oh, that's a fabulous option. Here is one of my deep stash favorites from Quanta Fiber Arts. She doesn't dye anymore. Ah, I'm so sad about that. But this is the peppermint bark colorway. Very traditional Christmas colors. Red, white, and green with a little bit of orange in there. A couple of other, little bit of blue. But oh, Quanta Fiber Arts. Love that one. That's a possibility. Then, new to me is the Woolly Cauldron. Caitlin from the Woolly Cauldron. Look at these. So she's broken them up for you in two 50-gram minis, which is perfect, or two 50-gram skeins, which is perfect for me because I love to do 2 at a time. But look at those colors. And does this have a colorway? It is called Mrs. Claus Lets Her Hair Down. Mrs. Claus Lets Her Hair Down. Oh, look at that. That is stunning, stunning, stunning. I have a Timber Yarns. This was from last year and I never knit it up and I don't know why I didn't get to it. This is called Holiday Magic. Look at, this is a self-striping for sure. Very similar colorways to the Holly Jolly Pajama Party from Shirley Bryan, but this is self-striping. This must be a fade of some sort, or maybe not, maybe it's just variegated. But this is Timber Yarns, Canadian. I don't know, maybe I'm leaning towards the pinks, guys. I don't know. Oh, the decisions are so difficult. Then I could do a little bit more in preparation for New Year's, I thought, instead of just give myself a little bit more time. I've got this beautiful cozy knitter self-striping. I don't know if you can see the stellina in that. It is a beautiful, it's on her glitz based, and this is called Huga. There you go, very comforting, but that, I thought maybe a New Year's-y theme. I've got this blue moon fiber, which is a beautiful, what is this called? Does this have a name? It's her super sparkle base. It's called Black Onyx, and it's really a charcoal gray. Really nice though, very festive with this silver stellina, so that's an option. New Year's-y maybe. I also have this Black Cat Custom Yarns skein in their Blingtron 400 base called Butt Naked. Love it. Butt Naked. It's undyed, but it's got stellina. Now that I look at those two together, that might, that could actually make a really interesting shawl or something, or some color work that might be very festive. Ooh, maybe I have to take those off the sock thing. Okay, well that's an option. Then now, for those of you, if you have ordered the Timber Yarns colorway for 2021 festive season, turn away if you haven't opened it yet, because I opened mine today. I couldn't wait. So this is another Timber Yarns one, and it is called, what is it called? Does it have a name? The 12 Days of Christmas. So if you order their 12 Days of Christmas yarn set, don't look if you don't want to look yet, because you might want to start it mid-December. But I'm going to show it now. So turn away if you don't want to see it. But this is it. So it is these beautiful, I don't know, they're not really it's very 70s to me because it's got the brown in it. I am loving these. And it comes with two beautiful contrasting minis in red and green. So this is the 12 Days of Christmas. It came with this beautiful Nutcracker Progress Keeper and some hot chocolate, of course, and maybe some other chocolates, but there you go. So that is an option. And last but not least, a little unconventional because it has nothing to do with Christmas, but I absolutely loved this Homespun House colorway. It's called Mad Eye Moody from her Harry Potter series. Look at the burgundy in there, and I thought if I paired it with a burgundy mini, that might be a very well, it's green, I'll give it that, but it's not necessarily a traditional Christmas sock, but those could be very festive. So, as you can see, I have some choices ahead of me that I don't think are going to be that clear-cut or that easy for me to determine. I obviously want to knit Christmas socks. I have to skein something up today. I have to skein it up today if I'm going to start, because it actually started on the 26th of November. And it goes until, you know what, I'm going to have to check as to what time it goes till. I did not check that. I'll try and put a little note up here if I have time for editing. That's another thing I should say. Vlogmas will not have a lot of editing. I'm trying to keep it as concise and easy to produce as possible. But one of my Christmas knits is going to be out of this basket of Christmas yarns. And I just, honestly, I could go any which way. Oh my goodness, that's going to be tough. So, onward. You'll have to see what I do in Vlogmas to find out what I do there. I do want to make a special mention of this Timber Yarns company. This is their 12 Days of Christmas 2021, only because while the yarn is gorgeous, and I absolutely love it, I love more that they wrote probably to each and every person a very personal message on the back of their card. And my message was handwritten, thanking me for my business, wishing me a Merry Christmas. And I love it because it's signed by Heather's mom. It says Heather's mom, Pat. So Heather and Pat, thank you so much. This in itself, handwritten card, is worth every ounce of the yarn that I purchased. So thank you so much for that, if you ever watch this podcast. But very nice. It's a Canadian company, obviously, and just very personal touch. So on that note, let me show you quickly what my Advent spot looks like, and then I'll show a little bit of my office, and then this is the kickoff to Vlogmas 2021. So thank you so much for joining me and tuning in. If this is your first time, welcome. If you're a return viewer, thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely awesome. And don't forget, on December 2nd, I'll be drawing the name for the Advent. And so on December 3rd's vlog, so there's definitely going to be a vlog on December 3rd, I'll be announcing who that winner is. And whoever the winner is, please make sure you direct message me ASAP with your address, because I'm going to get it out to you as fast as I can. But of course, no guarantees that it'll get there for obviously this season. But hey, you could always have an Advent in January. Nothing wrong with that. So let's take a look at my little Advent space, and then I will show you my knitting space prior to the refresh. Okay. So here is my new, somewhat familiar if you watched last year's Vlogmas, Advent space. This is my window bench in my knitting area. And I have I actually have 4 apparently, but there's only 3 up here. I have 3 Advents. I have the Shirley Bryan. I'm so excited about this one. I have yet to knit. I've got a couple skeins of her fading sock sets, but I haven't knit them yet, so I'm very excited to see what this one is all about. I have the Stash Lounge 25 days of sweets advent calendar. And what I love about that one, now Stash Lounge is a yarn store in Alberta, and what I love about what drew me to this advent was that each one of those packages, perhaps each, if not a majority of them, are individual dyers. So I'm going to see quite a selection of yarn, so I'm very excited to share that one with you. And in this basket here, I have Sweet Sparrow Knits, Julie's advent from last year. So for those of you that bought this last year, it's not going to be new news to you, but it got stuck because of COVID. So I got it way late, didn't have a chance to open it. So I'm opening it this time. I also have another one that I haven't unboxed yet. I didn't realize it was well, I knew it was an advent, but you can see I sort of over purchased a little bit, but it is a Sassy Strings, which I'm so excited to see as well, which is another advent. So I'll be sharing all of them with you. Might not be every day, but I'll certainly go through them, and happy to share a little bit of yarny goodness throughout the advent season. Anyway, so that is my advent space, and now we're going to flip straight over into just a little video. I'll put some music to it, so just chill, relax, have your hot chocolate or your coffee, because this is the pre-Vlogmas podcast. It is just an intro, and we will start Vlogmas on December 1st. Looking forward to sharing all of those fun times with you all. Take care. So this is my sort of knitting area, my knitting room. And as you can see, it's a complete and utter disaster. But we are having our carpets cleaned because we do this every year because of this wonderful beast. We have hardwood downstairs, so not an issue, but upstairs in the bedrooms, it is carpeting. So every year we have the carpets cleaned. And I thought this year what I would do is take the opportunity, sorry for the jiggling, take the opportunity to really take a look at my stash, which is hidden in all sorts of cubbies. There's even more down behind the chair and along the ground. And there is more stash hiding in this closet over here. But I thought I would take the opportunity to absolutely gut this room in terms of the furniture and rearrange it, as well as move from the dark ebony wood to white, just to brighten it up. And this mess here is not always here. I have just been using this and that bench as a dumping ground for all of my stuff as I try to figure out what I want to do with this room. So I am going to take a few little shots of video showing me packaging up this whole room, and then we're going to be putting it back together after the carpets are cleaned. So just a fun little snippet in the day of the life of For the Fun of Knit podcast.